What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of The Aftermath with your boy, Kukakana, your boy, Smitty. What up?
Chilling, man. Enjoy some football today, man. I ain't have to stress. I ain't have to drink. You know what I mean? I enjoyed today.
Yes, sir. And we got my brother, King DV, in the building. What up, King?
What's going on, everybody, man? Unlike Smitty over here that was having a good Sunday with football and everything, I still was drinking because my Phillies had me in a nail biter when we came through with the victory.
We made the playoffs, so I ain't got to work. My team sitting at the crib. I'm good. I ain't got to watch no baseball. I ain't got to watch no football.
But look, my boy Casty did come.
Go ahead and talk about it, King.
Let's talk about the Phillies. That's all I wanted to say. Casty came through in the clutch. Hopefully, game 3 we can start off quickly so we can head back here to finish them all. It's gonna be a long series, man.
Yeah, man. I saw a little bit of it because I was live. It was tied 6-6, and then that hit, man. So salute to the Phillies. But yeah, let's react to this crazy week of football. What's your reaction to this? This football we had: the Ravens beating the Bengals, the Washington Commanders beating the Browns, the Giants beating the Seattle Seahawks. So, what's your reaction to this craziness of football, King?
I mean, this is a whole bunch of surprises, man. It's any given Sunday matchups as usual. A lot of people was riding the coattail to the Commanders. We're gonna get into that though. Yeah. But at the same time, man, we watching some good football. That Ravens and Bengals game was like one of the best this year so far, and there was a lot of mistakes, but on both quarterback parts, but more Lamar, but Lamar made up for it with that amazing play, man. I can't even front, man. The stiff arm somebody, get out of the pocket, stiff arm somebody twice, and then they still have that strength to throw the pass for a touchdown. You can't get no better than that. The Giants winning, that was a shocker because I thought Seattle was going to win that game. I did pick them. That was a shocker. I'm still waiting on this Cowboys Steelers game though.
We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it.
So far, I only missed one game today, man.
Not the 9:30 game that came on, the Jets versus the Vikings, man. I didn't expect the Jets to go down like that, man. Like I expected for them to tussle with them, but not like that though. Like the 3 interceptions by A-Rod, like they screaming, "Hey Devontae, please, just come, please come," because when A-Rod was making great throws, they start dropping the passes, man, and you can't have that. He needs a guy out there with chemistry.
That's more than a receiver problem over there, man.
And I know, but they basically were saying that he was playing through an ankle injury or something like that. So, but overall, man, it was great. It was great football. It was great to watch, especially stress free on the football side of things. But I am kind of disappointed in the Eagles. There's no reports basically saying that they had no care going through tape, going through walkthroughs and stuff like that. You see CJ playing games and you see other guys doing other things, but you don't see them actually a little locked in, man. 2-2. Yes, we're 2-2, but we don't like the way that we've been playing, man, and they shouldn't like the way that they've been playing. So we're gonna get into all that though.
Yep, Smitty.
I don't know. It was good football today. I got like maybe 2 games wrong if I'm not mistaken. I think I picked the Colts to win and I picked the 49ers to win those 2 games.
Yeah.
I kind of been on point. I took the Vikings. I took the Ravens. I think I took the Dolphins. I took the Commanders.
I can't see the
Texans.
Oh, that's why.
I took the Bears, Broncos. Yeah, I missed 2. I missed 2 games so far. If the last one comes through,
Yeah.
So
yeah, I forgot the 49ers did lose, man. Like that was crazy. Like I didn't expect that at all because they, the defense was working for me because I got them on my fantasy. I'm like, yo, they working for me right now. And then I'm like 24-23. I'm like, wait a minute.
I technically didn't lose the matchup because I took the Cardinals on one parlay with the points, but the main parlay I lost. I took them head up.
Yeah, the 49ers came through for us again. They 2-3 now. Hopefully we can turn this around because I got asked a question about the Commanders, man. As Philadelphia Eagles fans is asking me questions about could we catch up to the Commanders record wise, and I'm like, I don't want to snap, but they're about to make me snap.
You know when the Aces is playing?
Yeah, so let's talk about that game because if you were an Eagle fan, Commanders versus Brown had your interest because you play the Browns this Sunday, and the Commanders are in your division. So, what's your reaction? Huh?
Y'all watch that game?
No, I was just watching Red Zone, bro. Honest, I'm gonna just be honest with you.
I didn't care.
Yeah, I was just watching Red Zone. I think the only game I watched was the Ravens and the Bengals. Like I
watched the Ravens and Bengals.
I watched that game because interest because of both teams. Listen, man, I really didn't want to. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Deshaun Watson needs to be benched, man. That was like he looked god awful. I'm glad you guys, some of y'all watched Red Zone because what I watched.
Okay, I don't watch games like that. Like they do, like I was interested because I played the team. No team gonna play us the same way. Like,
yeah, I know.
No matter how they play the Commanders, they ain't gonna come play Philly like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, and then we not. I don't know, man. We got.
Yeah, because I saw a tweet. I saw a post on X saying, on the two different sides of Deshaun Watson. One had him in the Cleveland game, loses the Commanders, like this is what he looks like now, and then him in this Houston Texans gear, like this is what he's gonna look like at the link. So you're kind of right about that, Smitty. But man,
here we go. Look, man, I hope he don't look like that at the link, man. Look, I'm tired of my record sucking every time I go to a damn Eagles game. We need to win this one for the boy. We need for your boy. This one needs to come home. I like the fact that Deshaun Watson walked off. It doesn't give the offense.
You might see Jameis Winston.
No, if you watch, I saw this from Adam Schefter. Their coach said they're going to ride with the Deshaun Watson.
The coach did say that in the presser.
Yep.
He did say that, but he was frustrated. They
always say that.
They just made the team. He made the team look at him differently. Honestly,
Cool Cat, you gotta understand political talk too. There's no way he get up there and be like, "Yeah, we bitching him. He done."
Right?
Like, nah, you can't kill his host like that in front of all them people on national TV. You gotta be like, "Hey, look, we ride with him right now. We came in the game. He just started. We leaving the game. He just started."
How crazy it is to see Van Ginkel get a pick six, man. Like, how crazy was that, bro? Like, oh, we got the next Van Ginkel, man. Look, we need the defense to do something, bro. Especially I need Zach Bond to do a little bit more, man.
Listen, if my defense don't do it, I'm gonna need my offense to go. I'm gonna need a Baltimore performance from my offense week in and week out till they get it together.
They can't do that, though. They're gonna get burnt out.
Hey, we're gonna need it. The money. Hey, look, I've been kind of like this, DB. I'm like, look, the money there. That's where we believe it should be at. So I need y'all to carry just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need y'all to carry. Give me a couple weeks for them to figure it out.
Yeah, man.
Give me a couple games. Give me a couple. You know what I mean? I know you can do it. I seen you do it week 1.
Yeah.
I know you can put up the yards. I know you can put up the points. So look, the Browns fan called me in the space. He like, man, y'all gonna beat us by 1,000, man. Y'all gonna beat us worse than the Commanders. I was like, man, you had a good game today. You know what I'm saying? This is your initial reaction. You know, we'll talk next week. I ain't got nothing to say.
No.
Listen, it's bye week. Until Tuesday, I don't want to hear nothing about me playing I'm working on my mental structure.
I don't want to hear no Browns fans saying y'all going to beat us by 50. I want to see it Sunday. Like I don't even know if AJ Brown's coming back or not. I want to see it Sunday.
No, he coming back. Stop saying that. He's coming back, bro.
I know he is.
I be in the same boat, bro. I just be like, I
don't care what you talking about. I don't care what y'all talking about. He coming back. Nina is tied up. Fighting Phils came back. Shout out to Castellanos, man. But look, what I'm saying is right. AJ Brown need to come back. Devontae Smith need to come back. Lane Johnson need to come. Look, I need this win.
Two people you said on that list, I have no doubt they'll be here Wednesday afternoon. And not be on the injury
guy
report.
That was questionable the last game.
Because hamstrings. It's just hamstrings is tricky, bro.
Come on, bro.
Hamstrings is real tricky, bro. I ain't say he's not gonna play, but I said I know the other two are not gonna be on the injury report. They're not gonna be limited. It's not gonna be no rest days. Devontae and Lane Johnson back full health come Wednesday. They're not even gonna be on the injury report,
bro.
For King DV, in other words, y'all, for King DV's sake, he wants to see something like this.
Facts, man. You know, it's 3 days before my birthday, bro. Like, they gotta get this dub, bro. They gotta get this dub, or I'm snapping.
Like
I'm not
Kenny
going on a rant.
Gainwell head almost.
Yo, that kind of do though.
I swear.
Blame the people that made the poster after we won the game in Brazil, man. Blame them. It ain't me. It's not me. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to Aaron, Nina, Richie, Cole, Rashard. Salute to everybody, man. All right, let's get to this game, man. Why didn't they practice this past week, by the way? Since we mentioned it, why didn't they?
They chose rest over preparation. They said the
exactly. What you rested for? What you rested for?
I mean, I get it though. I get it.
I don't. I'm not saying not the rest.
We had a lot. You don't know how many. Like, my thing is, we just didn't know how many injuries it was. What if it was more injuries than we presumed? People was fighting through it. You might want to let them get rest days
for the whole week, bro. Like the whole week, though. Like, I don't feel like that's a thing, man. I think that, you know, at least like a walkthrough, a little scrub practice indoors. It should have been like that. It shouldn't have been no whole week, man. You know, after you had all this drama with guys worrying about Fortnite, you got guys on other people's podcasts, you got all that. You got to bring these guys together, man, because you don't know who in that locker room. Then it's rumors that Jalen Carter was looking at Nick Sirianni with the side eye. You got a lot of guys that's just frustrated in the locker room because of the position that they in on defense. The offensive line is not being really trusted because we don't know who's going to be in. Certain guys was going down. It's just awful. You want to regroup the guys, man, and you don't want to wait until Tuesday to do that. You know, you want to, hey, I'm not saying it didn't do that, but it wasn't reported. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't reported.
I mean, but that's probably something that the reporters probably wasn't out there for, right, DV? I mean, they probably didn't get wind of that if they was in the locker room.
Right, but it should have been at least like, come on, they out there. They out there. I drove past there most of the week. I drove past there and I've seen reporters in there. I've seen reporters at the NovaCare Center. So it had to be, at least it was like one or two Eagles players that came in there. It'd have been reported like, hey, such and such is doing this, such and such is doing that. They do videos in the other time that, hey, they lifting weights. Hey, they doing something to get their mind right, to get back on the field, period. We have the 30-second easiest schedule, according to, I don't even know where that report came from, but according to reports, right? So I want us to go in and take it one week at a time.
It's not according to reports. It's the remaining schedule of the teams we got on the schedule is like the worst in the league. I know the next 4 games is like 3-13. Like,
yeah.
Matter of fact, it might be worse because a couple of them teams lost today.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I just want us to be refocused and then also just do the right things in situations.
But I understand the rest
man. And tackle.
I understand the rest week, though. I understand the rest week. I do. Like, I mean, what does it do to bring you in and beat your head in or whatever? You know what I'm saying? To figure out whatever, right? I believe like you get them the rest, you get them the opportunity to be 100% healthy, and maybe next week you ramp it up. You know what I'm saying? You go a little tougher in practice. You give them maybe an extra hour in practice to get things together. Like you can do a lot of different things to alleviate, but you give them the week. So this is the thinking, right? I give you a week, and then when Wednesday come of this week, everybody should walk through this door 100% ready to go, locked in, no excuses.
Well, Tuesday to walk through.
Yeah. Oh well, when I don't even really count Tuesday. I count Wednesday. So just saying, like you play Madden.
I dabble in it. I don't really like get into it.
So if you play like franchise mode, funny scenario, right? When you get to like the bye week, they give you two options to pick from, like rest and you know what I'm saying, rehabilitation. You get plus something to stamina, plus something to injuries, and then it's like basically like grind it out. And grind it out like negative stamina, negative this. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, would you rather have a team that's kind of on a downward spiral, still in there doing whatever? No, let's regroup. Let's reset. Let's set the time back. Everybody come in healthy. Wednesday, we're full go. Everything is everything. We all in. No excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about this and that. We all in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be here. Everybody should be healthy. Everybody's mind should be back on football. And I think that's kind of where it was at. I understand we didn't end on the best, but bro, what's the definition of insanity?
Doing things over and over again.
And we just went through this downward spiral last year. We everybody come in. Let's work hard. Let's go hard. We on your ass. It didn't work. We came out and still went 1-6.
But why though? Because you had people in the building that wasn't willing to basically be cohesive with one another. Basically loved our neighbor, and then the coaching staff was just stuck in their ways. They was doing the same exact thing. Whereas though now we putting all this faith into our coordinators. Them coordinators got to change stuff up, especially Vic Fangio. He has to change stuff up.
But don't this week give you that opportunity? You ain't got to talk to no player. You should be locked in on all the coaches. Should have a chance to reset. You had a chance to watch all the tape for 4 weeks. You didn't have to go to no meetings. You didn't have to talk to no players. All you had to do was refocus on what you do best. Guess what? You got 4 weeks of tape you can watch. You can see what games you play well, what games you didn't play well, adjust. So when they come in Wednesday, you have a game plan. It's like a teacher work week, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you get the holidays off, that first week of Christmas break, the teacher's still going to school. They still going in there making sure the grade's good. They're making sure everything that they were supposed to get done is done. So it's like that's how I feel like for me. Like every coach, Fangio, Sirianni, all the position coaches, y'all should have been in meetings all week, reworking the game plan, reworking the practice schedule. Anything you could do to feel like when we come back and we lock back in, we have 13 games remaining on the schedule with no break. No more breaks. It's a 13-game stretch. So that's why I said I understand why they took the break, DB. Like, you got 13 games, but we're not getting another stop. We're not getting another breather. You know what I'm saying? If we was 8 games in, 9 games.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Smitty. The only breather we're going to get is the mini bye after walk. Right.
That don't really matter, though. That really don't change it for them. You know what I mean? So like, to me, it's like we got 13 weeks of football straight. Yeah, we got 10 days at one point in there because we play a Thursday night game, but 13 weeks straight. You're not like if it was week 8, week 9, I'd be like, hey, why y'all not in there working hard? Because you already went through the brunt of the bunch of the schedule. You at the back end of the schedule. You should be working, but when you got 13 games to go, it's like, when do we get another break to let these guys heal? When do we get another break to let these guys really mend up? Because that 10-day break is a long ways away still too, Cool Cat. I mean, to be honest. So I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping the coaches was in, working it out, putting together a game plan so they can be better when they come back. So we can alleviate some of like not scoring first quarter points. Kellen Moore should be in there scheming up and scripting out plays, scripting out drives. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to see what went wrong in this first quarter, what went wrong in that one. You know what I'm saying? Just to figure out why we're not scoring points early. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of things you could have did with no players in the building. Hopefully they took the opportunity to get all that together and, you know what I'm saying, learn and do what they need to do to be better. But I do get what DB's saying too. Like, this was a chance to kind of lock in and get more work. But hopefully the coaches did enough locking in that they can come back and everything goes smooth, DB. When we look at it, hopefully they understand some things they messed up on, some things that they can get on players on. Because it's hard, like, week to week to watch the film and catch everything. But they had a week to watch all the film, so you should have caught a lot more than you would have if you only had a week to watch one film. You know what I mean? So hopefully Fangio went through his 4 weeks. Kellen Moore went through 4 weeks. Nick Sirianni was in there with both of them. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they got some type of cohesiveness where they understand what things is at and they can come out and readjust. Because I think that's what we need, man. A readjustment, a realignment. You know what I'm saying? The tire's just off a little bit. We can get back on the road, but that's what I'm hoping happen this week, man. I really do.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's preview this game.
Oh no, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. Ain't even a half an hour yet, bro. Listen, what do y'all think? What do y'all think is the reasoning why Jalen Hurts is holding on to the ball longer than he has been in training camp? In training camp and open practice, he was like letting the ball go. Like, what causes that?
I felt like game one was the best game plan we had, and he was top 10 in time of release.
Right.
And then the next 3 weeks, I don't know what was drawn up, but it feels like AJ came off the field and people wasn't winning. You know what I mean? People just wasn't. It was just Smitty and Goddard, and they seem to be more the long developing route guys. And it's a couple of times Jalen hasn't trusted the receiver. Like, I was watching some tape today, bro, kind of like this morning. I got up at 6. Game came on at 9:30, so I had 3 hours of a little play around time. I was just watching a little, clips that I had. I was just like, dang, Jalen just seeing like he don't trust. Like, it was a couple of times I seen guys come across and I don't want to do it. He'll take off outside and dump it off. But I also seen like a couple of times where our guys ran routes into the same area and they took all the defenders. Like, I think it was a lot of like Jalen just not being comfortable with what he see on the field, not being comfortable with who was on the field. And what I do notice from Jalen is if he's not comfortable with the first read, his next read, yes, he's going to go through the reads, but when he gets to the point where it's like, it's time to get rid of it, you notice his eyes go 2 places.
Yeah, it does.
He's either looking for Smitty or he's looking for AJ. But I did see one thing that I haven't seen from him in his career. He's looking for Saquon. He's looking for Saquon. He's looking. I seen a play where he seen Goddard. And he was like, nah, Goddard got somebody behind him. And his eyes was way to the left. And he just like instantly came down. He was like, check down. And I was like,
I seen it in reverse. I seen it in the reverse though.
What?
I forgot what game it was, but he hiked the ball.
First. He let that
Saquon first.
I seen
but
that.
Then,
yeah.
but then, like without hesitation, straight to Dallas Goedert. Was that Dallas Goedert or that was Calcaterra?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Dallas Goedert.
And I'm sitting here like, yo,
a little cross.
I never see him do that. Just out of instinct, like boom, right there, and it was a great pass. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's because the plays, like especially last game, it took them so long to develop the routes.
Right.
I think that it should have been more simple routes, especially with people that he didn't trust. I think that's what it was. Honestly, just looking back at the game, looking at game tapes from everybody, that whoever had them, it was a lot of that. downhill or downfield, and he's basically waiting for separation. He's waiting for all that. So yeah, I think that's basically what it was. I think he's going to come out as the training camp Jalen. I think that he's going to be more checked down. He's going to be more, hey, I got you get this ball out quickly,
I
especially
just think
get
they
some
need to
outs.
draw back up too, DV. They got to draw back. Well, I think they will with AJ coming back. But like
Yeah.
it felt like it was like that first game. Like, tell me if I'm tripping, DV. The first game, it seemed like they were drawing up a lot of like quick routes.
Yes.
Let them get it out fast. He was just boom,
Mhm.
boom, 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 and then it was like all of a sudden, game 2, it was like we running deep routes again. We running a lot of goals, I'm like, what happened to the first game plan? Like the first game plan seemed so perfect for y'all to go away from it, and I believe it's
Yeah.
AJ. I believe AJ leaving killed some of that because
Eh.
I watched the tape and I seen the routes, but it's like Jahan Dotson not winning. John Ross didn't win a couple times. They ran a couple one with Wilson, Johnny Wilson. He didn't win. Like it just seemed like they tried to run the same routes with other guys, and they just not as explosive as an AJ or a Devontae.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For me, it's like Jalen didn't trust any of these guys if their name wasn't AJ, Devontae, Goddard, or Saquon Barkley. Like, I get it, he trained with some of these guys as well, but it's like AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts is like this. Smitty, and you've seen it in some of these games, especially the Saints game and mostly Atlanta, like this. Him and Goddard is like this. And of course, he's building up this chemistry with Saquon. So for me, it's like the moment AJ Brown didn't play, it's like you take away Smitty, you take away Goddard, put 8 in the box on for Saquon. Who's left? Like, do Jalen Hurts
To me, Saquon, him and Saquon got a better chemistry than he had anybody else on the team ever, running back wise.
That is true. Yep.
You never see him escape the pocket and find Swift. You never see him escape the pocket and look for Miles. Like he's escaping the pocket, his eyes is like, where's Saquon, AJ, or Devontae? Like, because I know Goddard. Because what they've been doing to Goddard, I know he ain't even looking for Goddard because Goddard been running seam route
Honestly,
after seam route.
I went back to look at his college tape, man, and he wasn't like that until he ran into Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni was basically saying those guys are the core of the offense, where you could have had a lot more people involved in the offense, and just to open up the doors. They the main key guys, yes, but you don't want them to be the main focal point. Always, even though they're gonna get theirs. They talented receivers. But like when we had, I'm sorry to say this name, but like Quez Watkins or Alameda Zacchaeus or Zach Pascal, stuff like that, wide receivers like that. No, I don't want to talk about that. Because Julio was a disaster, man. He had one good game, and that was a cool.
What about Travis Fulgham?
Yeah, like you just gave me a stroke.
Going back to 2020.
We ain't talking about like Greg Ward.
No, we ain't talking about none of them, man. Go ahead with that, because you about to start.
What's up? What you mean, bro? What you mean, bro?
You're going all the way back to them days.
But
no,
what I'm saying,
Jalen Reagor, no JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Mute his mic, cool cat. Mute his mic.
What, bro? I thought we was talking about. Hey, my bad.
No, I'm talking about ones that we had faith in and then they didn't pan out.
The fan base told me they had faith in Greg Ward.
And the fan base also drank down there at Xfinity Live and all that all the time. They probably thought they had something in Greg Ward. That's ridiculous.
Bro, when somebody told me, bro, they said, man, Greg Ward was clutch. Greg Ward was one of them one.
No, he wasn't.
One of what ones?
No, he wasn't. Y'all act like he was Randall Cobb in his prime.
That man was a practice squad demon.
Come on, man.
If he was one of them ones, why he not one of them ones in the league?
You want to take this one, Smitty, or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
It's it's like funny to me sometimes, like how people will get on here and be like, "Hey, Kobe Dean got burnt. Zach Bond got burnt. Darius Slay got burnt. I mean, Jeremiah Trotter even got cooked when he got in on his plays. I mean, it was a collective of burnt cookies in the oven, and none of it looked good. Devin White is more than likely not going to play a game for the Philadelphia Eagles unless somebody go down with it. And he didn't make it any better on Sunday when he retweeted or liked or whatever he did for the sack on Jalen. It's some funny, finicky energy coming through that situation. And I listen, to me, my biggest with Nakobe is getting stuck in that 6-1 and getting stuck one-on-one with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and of those natures. Like, why is a guy who we all know up here is stiff in the hips and don't go vertical with? His best attributes is downhill. He doesn't go sideline to sideline like that. I mean, Hamid, they don't want to. You want to cut a guy like that, but then you just gave him free money because you still got to pay his contract. So why send him home? What they gave him, like $7 million? You can't. You don't want to cut a guy that you gave that much money to. Whatever they gave him, no, they gave him like 6 or 7. So you don't really want to cut a guy you gave bread to. You just ride it out. We did the same thing last year with Rashad Penny, bro. He was like a healthy scratch 16 out of 17 weeks. It was no difference.
Yeah, we was on here on this show and on other shows saying why Rashad Penny ain't on the field. Like, so I really don't know what we're gonna do with Devin White. But go ahead, King.
Here's the thing about Devin White that I'm pissed off about, right?
Yep.
Because I listened to because everybody's like, why he's not on the field. People on my video saying, asking why he's not on the field. And I'm going back and listening to his from the time he became an Eagle, the interview. I went back, listened to that, listened to when he found out that Nakobe Dean was going to be the starter out of Vic Fangio's mouth, and then how he said he was going to keep it professional and all that. And us as Eagles fans, we believed it, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the thing I'm mad about. Why every time he's a healthy scratch or whatever, he's home? Why he not on the sideline? That's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't understand. Like, is he not going to play at all? Because if you're going to play, you got to be like, all right, look, I'm going to be professional. I'm going to be this. This is what he said out his own mouth. Be professional. Be on the sideline. Tell your boys what you saw. And be like, all right, this is what it is. Even if you're not suited up, like, please just be on the sideline for support. You weren't on the sideline for none of the games. So I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that it's not another Rashad Penny situation, and I'm hoping that maybe when they come to their senses, and I know it's going to be late.
He was only at the Atlanta game, right?
I think he was, but I would expect for him to be at the Bucks game, but he wasn't. Yeah. Personal reasons, quote unquote. But he was down.
I would expect you to be in New Orleans too.
He was sitting there, feet up, playing with his horses, looking at the game, tweeting. That's what I'm mad about. So we can sit up here and say put Devin White in, or why Devin White not playing? Why Devin White not supporting the team, regardless of win, lose, or draw? You need to be on that sideline. AJ Brown was on that sideline. Yes, he's not sitting there. That he went through he's going through rehab and all that stuff to try to speed this process up to get back on the field, but he's still on the sideline. And he went back there once Smitty got hurt. He was on the sideline.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Devin White is not showing that professionalism that he spewed out in the interview. So why are we giving him that high praise? And I know it might be a finicky situation between him and the Eagles or Vic Fangio or whoever, but at the same time, I'm like, where is he at supporting the team? Doing certain things. Like, you're the vet out of the linebacker position because you've been to the bowl. You did stuff, really. And all that happened in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game is that Levante David showed why that he was the big brother to Devin White. and Devin White was just slow from what I saw in the offseason or training camp, I should say, open practice. Besides the one play that he had on Saquon. So I'm thinking that this is what it is. Now, when you find out that you're sitting, now you're not supporting the team. What happened to who gonna fill the cup? What happened to that? So that's what I'm pissed off about. So I don't even want to hear Devin White name. I really don't.
I hear DV talking about it, but I didn't expect Devin White to be standing on the sideline like AJ. AJ has 2 contracts with this team. This team, when it got him from a situation that they basically was testing him as a player, not believing in him, I expect AJ to put his loyalty out there and show who he's loyal to. But to me, I thought Devin White had something to prove at least. At the bottom of my heart, I was like, okay, Devin White might not be loyal to the green. He might not be a bird. But he got something to prove deep down inside that he just not a buck.
We all thought that.
And I still wasn't sold. Even though I thought he had something to prove, I still was like, I didn't like what happened. I kept telling DV. Like, I didn't like that last stint. Like, him going down and doing what he did, I just didn't like it. It didn't sit right with my soul that they really came out and said you quit. They said you gave up on the team. They said you folded the flag. And then they said when they benched you, you acted like a child. And that tells me, you know, even when he was saying, like, I'm going to hold myself accountable, I'm going to be professional, I'm going to handle business like a man. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Listening to all the things he said, I'm just like, then he didn't do it. It was just like, all right. So, you know, it's just in my head, it's just like, all right, well, it's a situation like we seen it coming. We tried to just have faith that he would be able to, like, flip it and be better for the Eagles. Ultimately, he wasn't. You know what I mean? Ultimately, he had no loyalty to nothing but the paycheck and possibly trying to get another paycheck. And once he realized that there was 2 guys in front of him going to play, he turned back into the guy we've seen the last months of the Bucks. And that's that. You know what I mean? So what I really need dudes to do, though, I see a couple people talk about it, is really focus on the game. Why is we talk about Fortnite and all of that during a football game? Like, when we inside the line, this shouldn't be nothing about no Fortnite. But that really made me mad. I'm really just trying to be calm right now.
The boy that get burnt, I ain't want to say his name. Bull get burnt. He talk about something. Hey man, you still play? Yeah, you still play? Yeah. He's Mike Evans like, yeah, I play Fortnite. You stupid ass nigga. he's like, yeah, man, yeah. What's your gamer tag?
Listen,
I still got bro.
No. This, right there, what you just said is when I'd have been like, oh yeah, bro, don't fuck with me. He said, oh yeah, I still got you on there. So he know you your friend. He just had to send you an invite in months. He don't want to play with you. He don't want to play with you.
Facts, because how you get cooked on the field is probably how you get cooked on Fortnite too. So he don't want you on his team, bro.
Like, bro, I got a whole bunch of friends on my gamer list, right? If I notice that a dude hasn't sent me an invite, but he playing the same game we played together, you obviously don't want to play with me. So when he told you, Avonte Maddox, that he had, I ain't even going through that. If he told you he had your gamer tag, he had your friend, he had you friend locked in, and he hasn't sent you an invite, good brother, that means he don't want to play the game with you. It's time to just say you a sucker. Okay.
And this take me to my little rant, my mini rant.
Go ahead.
If you got players like that on the field, like a Slay, like and the person that had the most kahunas on the squad was Quinyon Mitchell. What we saw, because he was going right at his neck. Pause. He was going right at Mike Evans, like, yo, how many catches you got on me? You only had 19 yards on Quinyon. He only had 19 yards on Quinyon.
He said it too. He said 1. You got 1.
Bro, like, you know, I'm talking about the game. I'm not them other guys. I'm not them. If we got guys on the field like a Slay or Brad or even Bradbury, I feel like that he say some stuff like that too. But even Avonte Maddox and stuff like that, they gotta go because they're not like in the game. They're talking about, hey, I've been in the league as long as you. We did this since college, bro. We've been doing this in college 12 years. I don't give a damn about none of that. Right now, that's your enemy between those lines. After the game, when y'all dap it up, after you say good game and all that, y'all can have that conversation. But we don't want to hear that on no goddamn field. And the fact that the Buccaneers put that out there, man, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. We sweet over here. Man. That whole secondary, besides probably Gardner Johnson, even though he's having a crappy season so far, and probably Reed Blankenship because of the interceptions. But besides that, like, I don't like or Quinion, of course. But those two, yeah, they questionable. They really questionable, man. And I just don't like it. There's probably more conversations, but I'm just saying I just don't like, what I saw. And he talking about, I'm sorry, man, Philly, that's on me. Talk about Slay. Bro, we don't want to hear you talk, man. We hear you talk every week on your podcast after every single game, dog. You got to do something, bro. I don't care about none of that. You said you got that surgery on your knee right after Matt Patricia basically came up and said, oh, I'm about to be the defensive coordinator. All right, I'm about to go get the surgery. You got the surgery now, and you said you're moving better than ever, but you getting burnt, bro. You getting burnt. You could have had 2 touchdowns.
It's better than ever than shit. I don't know what your best was. God damn.
Exactly. I don't give a damn. Like, I normally be the content creator. Like, oh no, let me not say that because I possibly try to get that player on my channel. The hell with all that. If you playing like crap, I'm gonna tell you, playing like crap. You can go ahead and block me. You can go ahead and do whatever you want. I'm not gonna scream for an interview for you because for likes of views and stuff like that. I want people on here that's hungry. I love to have Quinion Mitchell on one of our shows.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, people that actually want to be here and play for the team and not sit up here and be like, oh, I'm not tackling. I want to spend time with my family. Look, you can spend time with your family after you retire, bro. You on that field, man. We need you to tackle, not no soft, like, all right, get down, bro. 1, 2, 3, freeze.
Man, it's people playing. It's people like, listen, I feel like this is what kind of pissed me off. I feel like Nick Sirianni should come out like Antonio Pierce. It's people out here on the field that's making business decisions, and when it's time to go make business decisions, we're gonna make the same decision.
Exactly.
When it's time to make the 53, when it's time to be active, we're gonna make business decisions too, because that's crazy. But I seen people out there that didn't want to tackle, didn't want to make the hit. And it's like, it's like, all right, some of y'all I know can't tackle. So it's like, but it's like, man, shut the hell up, CJ, play football. I feel the same thing about Slay. Shut the hell up and play football, bro. The more you talk, like, it's cool that you got this energy, that you a big dog. CJ, I love it. But, bro, you got to show up. You can't just talk and then get little baby. Like,
come on, bro. You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like? Hold on, calm down. You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that when you see a team doing good in the beginning of the year and we going through struggles now, it's like, okay, they're the best team or whatever like that. Y'all gonna get the young boy hurt, man. And I like him. I like Daniels. I like JD5. But y'all gonna get that boy hurt because you got him up there talking about MVP chance.
Yes.
Or they're talking about MVP chance.
He's better than Jalen.
Y'all going to get that little boy hurt. And I'm gonna say it's y'all fault as soon as it happened. I don't want to see nobody hurt, but y'all gonna get him hurt because defensive players are watching, and they like, yo, we gonna get to him. It wasn't really that much pressure by the Browns. They had them locked down. I'm looking at the highlights right now, and they had them locked down. It wasn't that many pressures. And whoever was having the pressure, he was just faster than them. So I feel like that. A lot of people think
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that was 1-3, and then this team was 1-4 now.
But I'm saying every one of the teams they played, if you go look at their record right now, is 1-4, other than the Bucks.
But it's cool. I mean, they got good coaching. They basically know how to rally behind the team. I mean,
They the Saints before they played us, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they're gonna get punched in the mouth, and then we're gonna snap them right back into reality. That's basically what's gonna happen. They're gonna get punched in the mouth. sit up there and got people in my inbox asking me, they 4-1. Are we gonna catch up to them? And then laughing when I say, "Yup." Like, what's the problem? You're an Eagles fan and you saying this, bro? Like, that's ridiculous. It's stupid, bro.
They beat the Bengals.
Yeah,
1-4. Oh, the Giants won today, so they 2-3.
Okay.
The Cardinals 2-3, and
Okay.
the Browns 1-4. So it's like
Right.
they haven't beat nobody, bro. They haven't beat, and
All I'm saying-
they've been in dog fights in every game but the Cardinals game.
All I'm saying, bro, is watch what y'all say when it gets to the middle of the season, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, well, he not that." We've been trying to tell y'all, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't really that much.
I think he's a good player, but I don't think
he is a good player.
What they making him seem to be.
You can't sit up there and compare somebody to Jalen Hurts. When Jalen Hurts led his team to the goddamn Super Bowl, when Jalen Hurts was in MVP conversations, when Jalen Hurts sat up there and basically broke a record of comeback wins, the list could go on and on. Rushing touchdowns, rushing yards. Like, come on, bro. You cannot say that. You can't say that.
Exactly.
The Vikings aren't a bad team. Yeah.
Well, what makes these people bad teams though? Like, besides the 1-4 teams that's starting out slow, because that could have easily been us.
Listen.
So
Vikings,
what makes them a bad team?
The Vikings were as precise as they could have been. They took a player who was in a system for a year and a half, learning the system under the guy who created the system, Kyle Shanahan. Sam Darnold was there for a year and a half, and guess what they do? They went and got him and brought him over to Kevin O'Connell. What system does he run? Kyle Shanahan system. He knows the throws. He knows the offense. It's quarterback friendly. Guess what? The only thing you don't have to do is turn the ball over. And he did that today, and the defense stood up for him. Like, that's where you call complimentary football. I talk about us playing it all the time. Like, obviously, Jalen turned it over. And I love that my defense comes stand up. But the thing I seen Sam Darnold do today, he turned around. He said, okay, I turned it over. My defense stood up. I got to go do something now. He went back out and complimented the defense. He went back out and scored points. He put points on the board. Like, that's what we need. Like, it seemed like, listen, to be honest, it seemed like the Shanahan system is going around the league at this point. I hope we got somebody in Kellen Moore who can adapt some of that West Coast to this offense and get some of those quick passes, some of that play action running. Like, you got to make it easy for your quarterback, man. He ain't got to be Superman every 5 minutes making dynamic throws. Let him just make some easy throws. I thought the layups would be there. I talked about it all season that I thought Kellen Moore, his biggest thing would be giving Jalen layups, giving him simple plays, simple completions, where you don't have to do the Houdini to make it happen. And I don't know. We don't know who Sam Darnold is. Dev, you say Sam Darnold gonna be Sam Darnold. Tell me his offensive coordinators and head coaches before now. I bet you they all terrorists. And you want to know two things I know for sure. I already know the answer. I just ask questions because I love to see people look it up. Right. Every offensive coordinator and head coach that he had before Shanahan and the team he's on right now are out the league. They're not on NFL rosters. They don't have a job. So I'm not going to say I'm not sold on Sam Darnold. I wasn't sold on the people that were teaching Sam Darnold the job. DV, you got people at the job right now that don't know what they're doing. And if your manager came up and told them to train somebody, you wouldn't trust the person they trained because you like, there's no way you train them right because you don't do the job right. Hey, look, I ain't got no problem with what he said about the defense. I really do not like the Fangio scheme.
Nobody really
do. He here though.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody really do. And that's okay. What we need him to do is tweak a little thing, a little bit of things, man. Like he did at the Saints game, he tweaked a little thing, but at the same time, we don't like playing off the ball. We don't like you got guys that play man to man well. You know, you got CJ Gardner Johnson against a wide receiver, and he plays man to man well. Why do you got him off the
I'll be
ball?
right back, yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
why do you and then you sit up there and you know put them in certain situation. Now you got CJ out here looking bad. You know, it was one play CJ was going left because that's where the zone took him, and then the linebacker got beat. So now he's trying to make a tackle. Now that poor tackle is on him. It's on him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to put these players in right positions to be successful. I heard Nick Sirianni basically said that we got to put players in position for them to be great. And the first name that got brought up was Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff didn't look great in none of the games. And why? Because he's not familiar with that 2-point stance. He's not. The 4-point stance where he could go at you like a damn rabbit Wolverine and make the offensive lineman make a decision of, oh, let him go, or we're going to just get this flag because he's too quick. You know, that's where we need him to be that. Then you can sprinkle in, oh, hey, I need you to encourage, down the line. I need you to do this down the line, but you cannot take away his bread and butter. And this is what that Vic Fangio scheme did with Hassan Reddick. You know, just put it out there because they wanted him to play pass coverage and everything like that. He said, "Look, man, I'm running at the pass rusher. I am going after the quarterback. Why are you putting me in certain situations?" So this is why you had interviews with Hassan Reddick. Like, man, look, man, I'm just doing what the coach tell me to do. And when you hear that, he's already disconnected from what they're doing. He's just going out there and try to get sacks and do all those things that people said that he was chasing. You know, you can't be mad. These players are human. But back to Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff has to be put in better situations. And I'm tired of people keep saying something about his contract. For the last time, his contract wasn't his fault. The contract was under Howie, but Howie paid him to do what he was supposed to do, but he didn't think about that when they hired Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio wants you to do a certain thing. This is why when Vic Fangio gets on the podium, he basically say things like, "Oh, he's improving, he's progressing," because he want him to do what he want him to do. You see what I'm saying? Vic Fangio has to learn how to, get players to do what he wants. Basically, players to, be great at what they're great at, and then you start teaching them the scheme. So, okay, within the scheme, I could do this, but if the scheme doesn't work, I could do this. Also, we got to practice tackling better. Shout out to Seth Joyner. Seth Joyner basically said that, I never see anybody tackling with no will, with no will, rolling the will and just tackling like that. Like, no, we gotta tackle way better, man, way better. And last but not least, man, I just need us to make an adjustment with the slot, with the nickel corner. That nickel corner has to be Cooper DeJean.
Yes.
It has to be. It has to be. And yeah, I know the injury hurt him, but it has to be Cooper DeJean at this point. Because I do like Q on the outside. Now, if something was to happen, whereas though that you need those outsides to change, of course, my other guy, Isaiah Rodgers, I want to give him a chance to be on the outside.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that Keelan Ringo was getting all the love in training camp, but in real games, you see how he is. He might be the Greg Ward of cornerbacks. Who knows? Right, Smitty?
Did you just say Keely Ringo is the Greg Ward cornerback? Oh my God!
Listen. I said he could be. He could be. Every train. Listen. Every training camp, he cooks, and then when he gets on the field, something happens. Last training camp, they say he cooked.
No, they didn't.
No, they
we
did.
seen him getting toasted last year.
No, we seen him getting toasted when he was in the game. He got in the game.
We seen him. Remember, he got burnt in the preseason game last year.
He did.
Yeah, he was like, how you let whoever the quarterback was for Minnesota at the time, he was like, how you let him complete a pass on you, Keely? I remember that.
Right. But I'm saying in training camp, he was cooking and all that. Then when they put him in the,
he's the first man off the. Well, according to Fangio, at the time up until the Bucks game, he was supposedly the most ready off the bench.
He is the most ready off the bench.
I think that's because Isaiah was hurt though.
I would take Isaiah Rodgers with one hand over.
Did you see the Bucks game though? Who was the first one off the bench?
I seen it.
It was Isaiah.
Yeah.
It went away from Keely. So I'm thinking Isaiah's more healthy now.
Right. And like I said, Keely can't move the way everybody think, man. That's what I'm saying. I still remember that game he got in, and the first play, he had 2 different flags on him.
The same play.
Yeah, in the same play. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's not the guy. But overall, man, I just need this defense to practice better. I need Vic Fangio to start putting people in position to be successful. What works for 1 week does not work for the next week. I don't care what Nick Sirianni say. It does not work for the next week. You have to basically tailor your defense to who you're playing, man.
They gonna cancel this game, man?
They're canceling it.
I'm asking though. Like, you see how that rain running?
Yeah, it just keeps saying weather delay. Oh no, CJ. I know CJ gonna be all right, but right now he even said he's playing like trash. And like I said, CJ got to do better. He has to.
It got to be but it's a communication thing, man. A lot of his missed tackles to me was him being where he's supposed to be and trying to make a play.
Speaking of communication, did you hear that Slay? And I'm Cool Cat, because I think Smitty already heard it, because I think we was talking about this Wednesday.
Yeah,
Slay and Avonte Maddox have bad communication on the field. 2 guys that was in the video. The 2 guys that was in the video has bad communication, poor communication, tackling not going right. The defense already know what's going to happen. They're going to start dropping down CJ Gardner-Johnson, and then now we can pick you apart. We can pick you apart now. It's so like elementary of a defense, man. That's why I said Cooper DeJean, or like Cooper DeJean is going to be a sponge out there. I feel like that, we gonna get something out of him. Avonte Maddox is there to have fun, man, and just get his gamer taggers up.
Bro, if I ever hear a mic'd up with dude asking for a gamer tag, bro, I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm gonna pull up on him. I'm gonna find his gamer tag and be like, bro, you are an idiot. You're a true idiot. Why are you in the middle of a game that we're losing by like, I don't even think it'd be magnified if we was blowing them out. He was just like, that's kind of, because you would see it like, oh, he rubbing it in. He asking niggas about games while we beating. No, you're asking them about the game while we're getting gamed.
Yeah, we getting cooked, and you sitting up there like, yo, you still be gaming. The way he said it was like, yo, bro, like he looking up at him and everything, man. Like, come on.
What killed me is when the man said, yeah, I still got you on there.
Yep, I still got you on there. I got you.
But we still friends. We still locked in. You know I'm a gamer. You know my gamer tag. And you haven't sent me an invite in however long it's been since the last time we played.
You got players who get paid lots and lots of money to do one thing and one thing only, and stop the offense. And you is having bad communications.
It's one thing that I do not want to see, is I'm in the building at the Link, October 13th, and then everybody's coming out. I see them, warming up and everything, and then the game starts, and they say Avonte Maddox is going to be the nickel.
Oh God,
he won't be.
I better not.
He won't be, bro. If Fangio heard that you still playing Fortnite, yeah,
If Vic Fangio is true to his word, take those guys and put them on the bench and put players that know how to do their dang on job. Bad communication? Are you kidding?
Not even players that know how to do their job.
Listen, they
Just
technically
go ahead.
speaking, the person that said it said Avonte Maddox has bad communication issues with the whole secondary, not just Slay. They say he's a bad communicator when he's in any position where you're working in a 1-2 with him.
And this is the guy you want on the field because of experience.
And look, you got him in 1-2s with the rookie. You see how that went in the Falcons game. You got him in 1-2s with Slay. You seen how that went in the Bucs game. So it's like you can't put this man in a switch off scenario with anybody because he's not communicating well. And then it was like shout out to Philly Film Room. It was a situation where I said it before, but I rewatched it with them saying it. He's the inside corner. The rookie is the outside corner, and you pass the inside receiver to the outside mid.
Yeah. Yeah,
I said, what?
Yeah.
Huh? Listen, I did math a lot. I ain't never seen 5 + 5 = 11.
Nope.
It just didn't make no sense. I was trying to like figure it out. Like, you right here, and you telling Quinn you had to get the man here. So who the hell are you getting?
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
Luckily, Quinn was just like, screw your man. I'm following the dude that's in my zone. And if you get burnt, you get burnt. That's on you. Quinn was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to cover Mike Evans. You figure out the tight end situation on your own.
Yeah.
As we know, it was a completion for a first down. So you know how that was. Hey, these Steelers fans loyal to the soil, boy.
Yo, hold up. So just like the Penguins, when they be rooting for the Penguins and all that, they be out there in blizzards and everything. They loyal. They loyal as hell out there, man. I've been out there before. They loyal as hell, and they staying right down there downtown. They loyal, man. They staying out there until they cancel the game.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. The Seahawks had Daniel Jones looking like.
Yep.
He was one of the ones today. It's just funny, bro.
He had some time today, man, to do what he needed to do.
Yes, he did.
Seahawks, like people ain't talking about it because the Eagles are a big name to talk about, but the Seahawks in kind of the same situation with us in pass rush.
Yeah,
pretty bad out there.
I'm seeing.
Pretty bad.
Yo, Hamid, like they don't make it like them no more, man. You know, we gotta get off of that. They don't make it like them.
Even if they did, they wouldn't let them play. It'd be a flag every 5 seconds.
They wouldn't let them play, and then on top of that, we don't really know if we do have somebody like that.
I think
that's just not playing.
Sydney might be him.
I'm hoping I'm hoping Sydney is like that. I'm hoping that he's gonna have one of those hits.
The thing I like is
that you in the lead.
He reckless abandon too. Like we talked about it. He don't care about how hard, fast he's moving to hit you. He'll take the brunt of the hit if he can lay some wood. Like the only thing is he just got to slow it down and really be precise. If he slow it down and get precise with them hit. Boy, I feel bad for some people. He a torpedo. He a torpedo. He a missile. He come out that cannon. He don't care. He coming at you 100 miles an hour. Everything he got. He'll be back. Hopefully, when we come back Wednesday, man. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, DV. Like a dude like Sydney. You know what I mean? You gave him an extra week to get it together where he didn't have to miss practice. He come back on the same slate as everybody else if he's cleared to play. Next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't have to force him into a practice. You gave him an extra week to get more rehab, get more one-on-one work, make sure he good to come back next week. I mean, I think it's a good and a bad to everything. You know what I mean? Hopefully it work out well for us. Hopefully us taking the break, everybody refocus. We come in on a new energy level. Everybody ready to play, and we like, okay, that week helped. You know what I'm saying? That was a good idea. Hopefully people don't come out lethargic. not ready to play football again. And we're looking like we did the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we
Well,
come out like that, bro.
one and
We
a
come
half
out like
weeks.
that, man. I'm gonna be like Cool Cat leaving the last game that he was at.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
I'm coming out. I'm ranting. I don't care. It's all the way to the car. You know, it's
Yeah.
hell. Getting out there. If you, hey, Cool Cat. Side note. If you're going to the tailgate, man, remind me please to bring your
I'm
joint.
going to the tailgate. I'm going to the tailgate. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the joint for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, man, because I thought we was gonna win that game, and then what happened, and then y'all saw me ranting out that stage. You can listen. If you lose to the, I'm not even gonna say the word, but if things gonna have to happen, if that happens, like something got to give, like somebody gotta go. If you allow.
You think we do snowballs at Santa Claus? let us lose.
Please.
No. This is the thing. This is the thing. Let us lose and the defense look bad. I feel bad for Fangio.
Yes.
Because look, don't let the offense come out and put up like 35, 30 some points and we lose because
after what we saw.
Cleveland
after what we saw today,
that's what I'm saying. Somehow Cleveland offense becomes awake.
I guarantee you know.
Or like the Houston Texans in the past.
But y'all, speaking of that, since we on this topic,
yeah,
guarantee they run it back. I bet you Nick Chubb come back.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Our game. He's
looking at this defense like,
I don't know.
He coming back.
I don't know.
What you?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Smee. Tell us why you don't think that.
Let me look at something real quick. I just want
because I know Nick Chubb.
I guarantee you, they're gonna be like, yo, he playing this because they got to make the offense look better. They
got a crazy, bro. They got a crazy stretch right now. They got Eagles, Bengals, Ravens. Like,
you said they got what?
They got
Eagles, Bengals, Ravens.
Okay,
that's their next three. I mean, I would see him come back on the Bengals game, another 1-4 team.
Mm-hmm. Who the Giants play next? Who the Giants play next week?
Giants.
Yeah, I just want to know who they play next week.
The Giants play.
They play the Bengals.
Bengals.
Okay. Yeah, bing. At home.
Yeah, at MetLife.
Okay. I need the Bengals to win that game. I need us to beat the Browns. And then we go to MetLife again.
Ooh, the Commanders got a good one next week though.
Ravens.
You play the Ravens?
At the bank. And they got to go to Lamar.
Himself, Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Cool.
And of course, I know we don't want to talk about them, but they're in our division anyway. That team plays the Detroit Lions.
I know that. I'm just trying to see when this game is going to start, man. I might not make it to halftime.
Yeah,
people got work in the morning. But anyway, back to the Browns game, man. I really need it to be a Jalen Carter situation, bro. From what I saw today, the little things that I saw today, I needed to be a Jalen Brown situation where he's disruptive majority of the time, man. But Vic Fangio has to do certain things to make that happen. Scheme him open. It's not scheme him open, but scheme him to be in the right position to have that right one-on-one.
I hope so, DB. Hope so.
The linebackers got to show up, man. They got to show up.
That right guard for the Bucks gave up 14 sacks before we played them, and then he didn't give up none when we played.
Exactly. And I'm saying here, like, where did this extra strength dude come from? Like, he wasn't nothing the week before. It's like they see us on the menu, they step it up, and then it's like we sit up there, we just gonna play down from what we saw, and that's that week to week thing that Nick Sirianni been talking about, saying like, we just go about the last thing that worked, and then you can't do that. You gotta tell her this to all this, the offense and the defense, to who you playing, bro. It's not
Yeah,
over. I'm not gonna say
Hey,
it's over.
King, we lose to the Browns, bro. I might hang the phone up, dog.
No. I don't think it's over. I just think that it's going to be a lot of people that don't think what we thought in the beginning of the season. But I don't think.
Listen, we lose to the Browns, bro. We're not contenders. Bro. You don't lose a game like that and be a contender. You don't. I can listen. The Falcons hot playing good football. Buccaneers hot playing good football. Two teams we lost to, right? They playing good football. You can't go in there and lose to a team that's playing completely shit football. You cannot, bro. That's unacceptable. And you can't be a contender. You don't win championship off teams that lose games like that. Look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, yo.
They might have to cancel that and just have them both.
No, that was earlier. That wasn't right. That wasn't live. That video of the stairs was earlier.
Oh, I was about to say, because, man. Yeah, but go ahead.
They didn't even cover the field, so I'm hoping that they can still play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh don't got to cover anyway, so.
Yeah.
But nah, like, you can't go out there and lose to the Browns, bro. Like,
no.
The next schedule of teams we got, bro, is we should be able to turn the tide and come out this on the good side. Yeah, like we should be able to come out on the good side. But you know, oh my damn.
Yeah, because you can't lose to the Browns, man. You cannot.
But we got the Browns at 1-4, Giants at 2-3, Bengals at 1-4, Jags at 1-4.
Mm-hmm. And they just got their first win, right? The Jags.
Yeah, they just got their first win. They was winless, but then they beat who they beat again? I forgot.
Colts.
Yeah.
Hey, Smitty. It's crazy how like we was doing when we were before I had to leave, but we were doing the Jones, the record prediction, John. We was going through every team and all that, and everybody had the Jaguars high,
except for me.
Everybody had the Jaguars high, and everybody had the who else was high in everybody ranking?
I had the Jaguars going 8 and 9. Let's do it.
8 and 9. I'm like, I don't know what they saw in the Jaguars though.
I got Dougie P being fired too.
Oh, Dougie P about to be out of here if they don't win. If they don't win 5 games before they lose 8, he out of there.
Exactly.
He would have listen. If they'd have lost today, he might would have been out of there.
Let's see.
0-5. I ain't gonna say 3-1. Give me 3-1. 3-1, I'll be happy.
Give me 3.
3-1.
Yeah.
I ask people what was our final record now, you know, since you know what you know right now. And a lot of people are saying 11-6.
See, like I can't take the Browns loss.
No.
Definitely can't take the Giants loss.
No. Bengals,
I'm 50-50. Even though they 1-4, they still have a good team. They're just not well coached at the moment.
Right.
And I can't take the Jags loss.
Right.
No.
I can't lose to the 3 teams that are not good teams. Like
right.
I just can't. Like the Bengals, at any point they can turn the switch and they become at least a playoff team. You know what I mean? They can hit the switch and be in the playoffs. Them other 3 teams, bro,
you cannot
more likely than me. They're not making the playoffs.
Exactly. You can't lose because then after all those 4, because then after all those 4, you got the Cowboys, you got the Commanders Thursday Night Football, you got the Rams, you got the Ravens, and
I got us 12-5.
I got us only losing to the Cowboys and AT&T and the Ravens.
But then like if you're in a position where you got that last game and you don't really need it, that's the 5th loss.
Yeah. Outside of those,
we got to play that one. You know how it is over here. You know how it is over
here. You think we're gonna need that game?
How we started, yeah. Unless they do something crazy. I mean, we might. I mean, unless they do something now. If they go on a run, which we know they can do. So we done seen it a couple years straight where we go on a crazy run. Don't let them ring off like 8 straight, 9 straight. They can do it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Team turn switch on us. No faith in this defense. No plan.
How many? And this is respectfully, bro. Like,
Negative.
why? Like, I just want to know why.
What
Are you an Eagles fan if you don't have the faith or the hope that your team could turn it around without even showing? You didn't even see them try to turn it around yet before you say you don't have no hope.
That's why I hate, man. Like, listen, I get you being,
and I mean that respectfully, because I'm just trying to get your answer to it. Like, why don't you have any hope or faith in your team where you we've been talking all this trash, coming into the season? We got Saquon, we got this, and then we forgot to actually say Nick Sirianni is still an asshole. And he's still going to sit up there and be a part of the offense. And Vic Fangio's scheme is not going to work for these youngsters because they didn't have time to sit up there and approve throughout the scheme, throughout the preseason. They just thought that, we had a joint practice with the Patriots. We're fine. We're not fine. Not fine at all. You see it. The only game that we looked good on defense was the Saints game, and that's because we was just pissed off how we lost the Falcons game. And if we didn't win that game, that's why Nick Sirianni was damn nearly in tears. He was going to be out of here if we was 1-3.
Exactly. Listen,
that just be wild to me.
Yeah, I get.
People say that, I'd be like, how do you put on Eagle Green every day? Like, how do you steal a team on that you have no faith in? If I lose the faith, I can't be. Honestly, I can't be a fan.
Right. It's like people, I get being mad. I get being mad at this team for what they're doing. But to sit there and saying, you don't got no faith, let's get rid of Jalen Hurts for somebody else that quarterbacks don't grow with. Guys, they haven't even played yet versus the Cleveland Browns. Can we at least have faith in this team? It's like, I get it. You have every right to be mad at them for what you saw the last 4 weeks. But come on, guys. Let's not be the fan base that's always negative. Can we at least have hope?
Negadelphia.
That's what I hate. It's like, dang. I hate that. Let's have some faith.
I'm just trying to see why.
I couldn't turn the TV on. Like, bro, I don't got faith in Florida State turning around, right? I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlight.
I seen a lot of people when we were getting trashed by the Bucks and all that. Like people that content creators that people actually follow and like possibly over us or whatever like that. A lot of them were saying, I'm about to turn this off. No, I watched the game all the way through because I watched the game. I watched the game and say, this is what we need to work on. This is things that frustrated me about the game because you got to see it through. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not going to sit up there and be like, we getting trash. All right, turn it off and then rant. No, because you're now you're telling me what kind of content creator you are. My whole thing is I want to see the game and then I want to critique everything that went wrong. Period. That's basically what it is. That's my squad. That's my squad. You gotta live and die on that. Yeah, you can't sit up there and be like, I'm turning this off. I didn't even see the rest of the game because I'm just disappointed in them.
Did you read what King Eagle said?
What do you say?
But we went to a Super Bowl with him as the head coach, but we can't win.
No, we can win with him. That's not the thing. The thing is, I just don't want him to be that too much involved in this offense because, of course, he's going to make some decisions. He's going to be that president. Like how the president is in the United States, he don't really have to say so. It's really the House, which is Howie Roseman, and then the Congress, which is Jeff Lurie. But I do want him to be able to manage better. That's what I want on for Nick Sirianni. Because right now we can sit up there and say, fire this person, fire that person, fire this person. This is who we got right now. We just signed 2 new coordinators. Nick Sirianni, yes, he's on a hot seat, whatever like that. But this is the only thing we could question him on is his management skills. We don't really know like how much of the offense that he has. We just know that he has some say so in the offense. Because there's no way that from week 1, I mean not week 1, week 3 to week 4, Dallas Goedert's route scheme looks totally different. It looks like almost 2023 Dallas Goedert scheme. So that's the only thing about Nick Sirianni. Like, we can say it because it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that, but then who's going to come in here? I know y'all don't want Bill Belichick here.
Please. No.
Yes, people do. Yes, people do. You know they do.
Bill Belichick is not going to be that type of coach that y'all like. I'm telling y'all that now. It's not. And you don't want, honestly, I love how offensively sound that Kellen Moore is, but I do not want him as my head coach. I really don't.
For those of y'all that want Bill Belichick as your head coach, he's also going to want the general manager position. And we've seen how he is with the New England Patriots after Tom Brady left.
King Eagle. Look, I don't agree. I don't agree with that because you can say Shane Steichen had keys to the offense and everything like that, but what about and this is on video too? If you go back when Nick Sirianni was like, "All right, I'm going for it for fourth down," and then when we got the fourth down, he turned and said, "I know what the F I'm doing." What about that type of call? When it works. Now we're sitting up there like, all content creators had Nick Sirianni in a intro as well. So when that was going on, because he was managing well then, what changed from then to now?
Losing.
So you think that he cannot manage throughout adversity?
No. Not saying me. I'm saying why people have given up and have the stance they have because of the 1-6, bro. The PTSD in it out. They're not giving him the proper opportunity and saying we was 10-1 before that. None of that. Is hey man, we've been what 2 and whatever, 3 and whatever in the last 10 or whatever.
But see, and that's the thing too. How much is it on Nick Sirianni and the coaching staff? I mean, I already know the coordinators from last season was not the greatest. But how much is it on Nick Sirianni and not the execution of the players? Like, why are we not blaming the players? Like, you can't say, "Oh, Nick." Yeah, they do. But Nick Sirianni, yes, we like, all right, he probably had a say so of what we were doing in the Tampa Bay game. But what about the missed tackling? Vic Fangio can't make these guys tackle.
Yep.
Like, if we're going to talk football, let's talk football. He can't make these guys tackle, but he can make them, understand and run his scheme, which I think that they needed more time with before we displayed it on the field week 1 and so forth. That's my gist of it. But these guys need to tackle. These guys is giving up too fast. Usually after Shane Steichen left.
I didn't expect it to be though. We haven't ran the same.
If somebody that has right. If somebody has the same scheme and a different scheme than Shane Steichen, it's not going to look the same. But we did expect Brian Johnson to actually
be similar, but he wasn't.
It's similar, but he wasn't. And then that's what made Nick Sirianni step in. And this is why you get the interview before training camp and everything like that. Shane Steichen had them guys and Jalen Hurts rolling. But can I ask you another question?
Go ahead.
If Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon, both of the guys that he brought in, Nick Sirianni brought in, if they got us to the playoffs, they got us to the Super Bowl, right? Why both of those guys, the first opportunity, the first train, they took the have coaching positions. They took it. They didn't even care. They didn't even care. And Shane Steichen was the only coordinator in the NFL of Jalen Hurts' career that he was there for 2 seasons, and that's when Jalen Hurts has his best seasons. How? Because he had the same offensive coordinator.
All right, they're gonna start in 20 minutes.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
they said 9:45.
yep.
Brian
So,
Johnson wasn't calling his plays, bro. I'm not saying he was. What I'm saying is he was the offensive coordinator. He was the offensive coordinator, and it seemed like that he didn't really have too much of a say so, and he was in a bad position. But now Brian Johnson is over there with the Commanders, and we see how their offense is being ran. So
I mean, he ain't doing nothing with that though.
no, he got to say so, but he's not like the main guy.
He a player personnel
I thought he was an assistant.
Assistant pass game coordinator.
Yeah.
yeah. So I want y'all to see this before we give our thoughts on this game before we get ready for the other one. This is what King DV is talking about. Look how many play callers.
You got to move. You got to move that. Yeah.
Yeah. Look how many.
You moved it.
Yeah. Go ahead, King.
No, I'm saying you moved it. I was telling you to move the Browns review thing.
Right. Look how many play callers my quarterback had to deal with. 10.
Since 2016. And who was the only one that had him back to back? Pause. Shane Steichen. Everybody else up there, this is who he had to deal with. And in 2020,
if Shane was so responsible for his own success, why the hell he still be shouting Sirianni out for teaching him the game and shit, and giving him pointers on how he do things, and it's helping him out with the Colts, deal with adversity. I believe it was collective. You know what I mean? I believe Sirianni did his job. I don't believe he was just a passenger. You know what I mean? But
no.
You won't know it. It won't be. You can't change the narrative until he do something as successfully as he did in 2022.
Right, and I think that's what we're hanging on. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the Eagles organization. They know this guy is a winner. They know that this guy can collectively have the locker room and get these guys to play. And this is what they're asking him to do. But a lot of people, it's easy to say give up offensive play calling and everything like that, but he still has to manage the game. I just thought it was poor management down the stretch when you didn't kick a field goal all game, and then you decided to have our guy out there at a 60-yarder and think that he's going to win the game or ice the game for us. That's poor management skills, and he has to be better than that. Everybody has to be better. It's not just on Nick Sirianni. It's just not on Vic Fangio's scheme. It's the personnel as well. Players have to step up. That's what has to happen. Yes, you could be out of position. You could do certain things, but the effort has to be there. We could sit up there and say fire Nick Sirianni. We could sit up there and say Jalen Hurts is not it. Whatever the fan base want to say, right? But this is our quarterback. This is our quarterback. And if you understand what the hell is going on, just how Cool Cat just posted up this. If you want to understand what's going on, this is what I'm saying, that he still is being equipped to the scheme of Kellen Moore, and on top of that, it seemed like everything just got thrown out the window from training camp, because training camp he was going through checkdowns. He was doing what he needed to do. This is why he was taking care of the football, regardless of if they were in pass or not, regardless if they on teams or not. And then also he was great against the Patriots in joint practice.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. I just thought that they needed more time with like preseason, a couple snaps at least. The third preseason, possibly 2 quarters of it, like something before we went to Brazil. Right. And I know Brazil had us like, oh, this offense is booming and all that because Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and yeah. Cool Cat, you said earlier that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, I think they just have that respect for one another. They're going to mesh.
Right.
Well, like I'm not concerned about them too. I'm definitely not concerned about the 2 wide receivers. I'm not concerned about Dallas Goedert. We just have to scheme Dallas Goedert open. Yeah. And what I've seen from a Kellen Moore's offensive scheme, this is why like guys like Jason Witten, just Ferguson, the Chargers tight end. This is why they were great under him, and just scheming them open because he knew how to do that. This is why a lot of people was like, yo, Nick Sirianni needs to, back up a little bit, let Kellen Moore, do certain things. Yes, you're gonna have your say-sos and everything like that, but you also got to respect the offensive coordinator. Like, hey, I'm just gonna call this call because of this, right? But I can see why that the Eagles organization allow it, because this actually kind of worked in 2022, and that was just 2 years removed. So I can see why.
Yeah. All right, we're 14 minutes from kickoff. So anybody got any thoughts on the final thoughts on the Browns before we preview some of our shows?
No.
Nah.
Well, the Browns, look, the Browns game, like I said, I'll be there. Anybody that's watching right now, if y'all gonna be there, man, we're gonna be tailgating and early. And then also if y'all see me, shot me, holler, whatever. But we need to win this ball game. We need to. I'm not gonna say it's a must win, but it's a must win for me. For me, for my birthday and everything like that. I need this win. I need us to go out of this game, come out of this game 3-2, and we can be rallied up against Saquon Barkley going against his old team the following week. But I just want us to go in the mindset like we did in 2022. We gotta get 1-0 every single week. Not even worried about the next game, worried about the game in front of you, and we just gotta get this win.
Right. So let's go ahead and preview all of our shows before we wrap up. Let's start with Birds Flying High. What you got on that show, King?
We're just gonna go over like the state of the Eagles. Basically, the likes, dislikes, what we need to improve on, any rumors, things like that, anything surrounding Birds, because as of right now, we don't even know what news is going to come out of Monday before the show. But we're just going to talk, and then we also going to preview the Browns game as well.
Yep. Check down with Smitty and the crew. What you got, Smitty?
We back to the regular schedule program, and we dropped the power rankings this week. The Eagles came in at number 9. Hopefully, my team in the next 4 weeks can get back into the top 5. Get back to showing teams what we really got going on. But we're still a top 10 team, so yeah, we just working on keeping it together, man. Just 1 week at a time. Every game we can get in. You know how I go in the check down.
Yep. Inside the nest, y'all got any special guests? I know y'all got 2 hours of previewing the Browns, but y'all got anybody coming?
I actually, somebody, sis want to come, so I might have to go ahead.
Mo?
She'll love. Nah, DV know what I'm talking
about.
Oh. You had conversations.
Huh?
You had conversations.
Don't spoil it. Y'all can wait. Let's wait till Wednesday.
What you mean spoil it? What you mean, man?
She's a regular.
She's a regular on the show.
This will be like her 3rd or 4th time on the show. But
yeah,
I've been seeing her ran on the sideline there. She kind of like, I need to come talk.
We're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a ball because I don't got no filter right now, man. And your boy is. Your boy's monetized again, y'all.
There you go. Congratulations, King. Congratulations, King.
So, yeah. That's all I'm saying, man. So, look. What other show? Oh, Birds of Broad Street.
Yeah, Birds of Broad
Street.
Yep, Cool Cat Mitch tomorrow with me and Mitch. Birds of Broad Street tomorrow with the crew. Word of the day is run. After 4 weeks of football, when in this bye week, can the Philadelphia Eagles go on a run? Bliss Take with me, Alex, Steve, and Leader. Jalen Freaking Hurts podcast, Broad Street News, Bird Talk. I'll be at the tailgate with King DV, and the 4th for John crew will have Cool Cat kickoff live at the tailgate, and then I'll be back home to do Bird Talk game day since Mitch is going to be at the game. Bird Talk game day. We'll watch the Browns, and y'all know the stuff. Aftermath, post-game show, the usual stuff with your boy. So, in the words of King DV, get them likes up, get them subscribers up, man. Go to everybody's channel. Salute to the 198 people watching, man. Let's get these likes up, man. I forgot to say this earlier, so let me say it now. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment. to the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel, all of our channels, me, King DV, Smitty, One Trey Rock, Moan, Alex, Leader, Steve, Notion Gang, the whole crew, man. Birds of Broad Street Entertainment, the best content in the game, man. Like, subscribe, and comment. And with that being said, King, give our final thoughts, man, before game time.
I just want all of us to still be Eagles fans, regardless of what you see from your coach. Yes, it's frustrating. You know, they got medicine at Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid for that. You know, it's frustrating as hell. You know, they got, you know, wine and spirits. If you're in Philadelphia, you could get them in Florida. You get any type of alcohol beverages that you want to, you know, to ease the pain. But we're Eagles fans at the end of the day. Just fly, Eagles, fly, man. Just have hope in this team until they show you otherwise. You know, if they come out of the bye week with the same BS, then yes, I can understand everybody's frustration. And I will be going live as well, on top of going live after the game with you guys. So just go Birds, fly, Eagles, fly.
Smitty?
Oh, man, it's another week of football, man. We had a good break. We still got another day or so before, you know, week 6 is official. So just enjoy yourself, man. Be patient. And like DV said, man, have some hope, have some faith until they show you otherwise. So fly, go fly, go Birds.
Yep, and for me, Eagles Nation, have hope in this team, man. Turn off the radio, turn off the TV.
Turn off the lights.
Exactly. Turn off whatever it is you got to turn off so you don't have to hear no nonsensical BS from all these people, man. Because you listen to them multiple times, it's going to be stuck in your head. So focus on your own team. Focus on getting this win. Let's leave the link with a W, please and thank you, because it was not a pleasant sight when we left at the link the first time. Let's make it a better time at the link this time. So with that being said, it's fly, Eagles, fly. It's go Birds. It's Jalen freaking Hurts until it ain't. And until next time, whether it's the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat, is always an aftermath. Peace.